Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're back playing Elden Ring post Shadows of the Erdtree. We're in Spirit Caller Cave up at the Mountain of the Giants. I took a quick break from the last session to make some lunch. And we're back. We're back in it. In the depths. Are y'all gonna respect my fire? It seems that they are. Even though they are spirits. Okay, well. That's one way to start a video, I suppose. I didn't even consider that it would break, so that's entirely on me. That person just did some seppuku on themselves. Oh, I need to keep the torch out just in case. You having fun over there? I'm gonna go with no. You're probably having a lot less fun now. Well, that was interesting. I'm not quite sure where we should be going, but going up seems like a place. We need more crystal cave moss, and we found some. Some interesting items in there. I thought for sure we'd be getting ganked while inside that little cave. Looks like even the waters have some spirit within them. Does seem like holding out this torch is going to make this cave a lot easier for us. I'm sure we're just heading back to the entrance here. I can't believe cave moss is what did me in. That's funny. What about over here? I like how it says hidden path ahead, but doesn't actually point anywhere. I'm assuming they just mean that little wall that I just tested. Well, this is a cute little cave so far. I can't tell if the slugs are tame or not. But I'm not too concerned about the slugs. It's mostly just the wolves that are annoying. Got some intense music building up here. I'm assuming because we're technically in battle. Okay, they are quote-unquote tame. Nice golden rune. Try stealth, they say. I refuse. I mean, if it's just wolves, then I ain't concerned at all. Oh, okay. It is not just wolves. I see this man got resummoned. Not too concerned about his presence. As long as he runs at me when I jump attack, then we're in a good spot. Okay, let's go take out that slug, because this slug is summoning them. I wonder if perhaps all the slugs are the ones summoning these wolves as well. Did a sideways jump attack there. That was kind of interesting. Alright, thank you for walking into my weapon. Take out this slug next. I'm assuming there's one more. Maybe not. We just got the reed armor set, I believe. White reed armor. Armor of the white reeds fashioned from banded iron plates worn by the Inaba, head disciples of the great swordsman Okina. The Inaba traveled in pursuit of not only the master who abandoned them, but also proper deaths, won honorably through hard-fought combat. To be a white reed is to seek death, fitting for Inaba, who desired nothing more than to die by the sword. We also have the map here that we didn't read. The remote, desolate eastern summit is the highest point in all the lands between, overlooking even the Flame Peak to the south. And I have to imagine the Flame Peak is where we want to go for this quest that we're doing to open up the Erdtree. Try sleep. That's interesting. Do we have sleep pots ready? I'm assuming no. Oh, we do. Let's see how this goes. Oh, you really do just fall asleep, eh? Sucks to suck. Probably should have done some jump attacks. I can't believe these Godskin Apostles are just sleepy boys. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop. Okay, bad damage there. That was much scarier of a fight than it needed to be, especially considering we opened it with some sleep cheese. Alright. Now we can get some good jump attacks in, hopefully. Get a nice stagger. Okay, we did get the trade in, which is what you want to see. Don't want to see this attack. This attack sucks. Ooh, I'm surprised I was out of range for that one. Is that it? Is there a thing summoning them? That's my concern. There it is. I wonder if we could have killed it earlier. Godskin Swaddling Cloth and Black Flame Ritual. Now, I have heard there's a fight where you fight two Godskins at the same time. I'm assuming that's not this fight that we just did. I'm assuming it'll be even more terrible once we encounter that. So we got the Black Flame Ritual, requires 42 faith. Superior Black Flame Incantation of the Godskin Apostle summons a circle of black flame pillars around the caster, charging increases size. The Gloam-Eyed Queen led the apostles. It is said that she was an Empyrean chosen by the Fingers. Okay. The Godskin Apostles also were part of the Knight of Black Blades, if I remember correctly. They were, they skinned the gods so they could, retain or gain more power, I suppose. Which means they probably rejected the Golden Order, of course. Like, that just makes sense. So the Gloam-Eyed Queen was chosen by the Fingers. It doesn't say what Fingers, but I'm assuming the two Fingers. To be an Empyrean, which means that they were on the path to becoming a god as themselves, I guess. I could have phrased that better, but whatever. Sacred cloth of the Godskin Apostles, made from supple skin sewn together. Successive attacks restore HP. The gloam-eyed queen cradles newborn apostles swaddled in this cloth. Soon they will grow to become the death of the gods. Interesting. That's quite the image there. We did end up using a lot of Estus in that fight. But it wasn't too bad. At least we're finding stuff that's giving us like a decent challenge now. Because it has felt like for the most part we've been rolling through everything except for that dang dragon at the end of the last episode, Borealis. That was a bit of a struggle. That is where we fought it up ahead, so I would say that means we've cleared out that location. A lot of spirit animals. Wonder why these jellyfish are spawning red. Maybe that's just their natural spawn state. It does sort of seem like that. Do we still have our spirit jellyfish? I assume we would, yeah. A floating spirit that illuminates the surrounding. Prone to tears, the jellyfish girl searches for her distant home. Will bravely spew poison at foes on her summoner's behalf. It seems her name is Aurelia. So that's just lore about that one jellyfish that we were given by the lady at the start of the game. It's not actually lore for every single jellyfish, but it's sort of it sort of alludes to what the jellyfish might be about. Like each spirit jellyfish is perhaps I mean, this is kind of a dark thought, but it's perhaps a child who died and became a spirit rather than having a fully fledged spirit. They return as jellyfish instead. I mean, this is a fire weapon, but I kind of doubt that would do anything. What about this? I mean, I don't see anything in there, so I have to imagine it's probably just nothing. A little concerned about these prawn here. No item. Okay, we'll leave the prawn alone. I see no reason to mess with them. Got a church here. We have maxed out our flasks, it seems. I tried to upgrade them. I noticed we had 5 seeds. And we cannot. 14 is the cap, which seems a little weird, but at least we know. We did get a sacred tier. I don't know if that's capped out. I assume it's not. We should sit down because we only have 3 flasks. We can upgrade it. Just to prove it to you, flask charge is already at maximum. I guess we're good. So now we're at 14 plus 11. Statue of America there. I have to wonder if they chose the name America to allude to the country America and their idea of like expansionism, manifest destiny, if you will, because her whole thing is kind of expanding her kingdom and bringing her order to other nations that may not necessarily want it. We got Somberstone Minor Bell number 3, which seems pretty good. Number 5 and 6 Somber Stones. Those are definitely handy. I don't know if we're going to need them. I'm more concerned with more 9s and 10s, and I have a feeling we're not going to be able to find bell bearings for those. I don't know if I believe these. Yeah, be wary of liar. Cause like I have fire. I have multiple sources of fire, in fact. Got some dogs up ahead, so we'll take out the torch. Many dogs, in fact. What you eating? A golden rune. Delicious. Oh, they don't... I don't know if they're respecting my fire. I'm hoping they are. Yeah, they're just a little upset that I'm here, and that's fair. Let's see what's up here before we jump up the Spirit Spring. Try up, dog. What's up, dog? Oh, we got an actual dog here. I don't really want to fight these nerds. Let's jump up the Spirit Spring, look to the other side, and see if there's anything worth the effort. It's kind of interesting that those giant Caelid dogs are up here as well. Okay, this is the dog we saw earlier, and that's the red dog over there. The red-eyed dog, I should say. I kind of want to take out the red-eyed dog. I don't think they drop anything. It's not the spell. I wanted this spell. I just don't like the idea of fighting these dogs. So I'm gonna juice myself up and make sure it dies. And it didn't. And it didn't. Okay. Nothing special. That's not surprising. I was wondering if we killed that blue scarab if we got our FP back, but that's not the case. We would just get a flask back, and we don't have blue flasks on us, so... So we sit down instead. Yeah. Currently empty. I wonder if, those Godskin apostles... all of them are weak to sleep, or if it's just those spirits. I guess we're gonna go murdering some fire monks. Assuming, you know, we actually hit them. Oh my gosh. Well, that could have went better. Seems like there's not a whole lot going on over here. Seems I have attracted the fire monk, the big boy. That's a unique attack. I had a feeling that I just needed to do a third swing there and it didn't matter which. These fire witches remind me of Blasphemous, an indie Metroidvania type game. That game is inspired by like Italian. I think it's Italian. It might be Spanish. It's probably Spanish. Christianity. I can't remember exactly what the sect of fire nuns were called, but that game has some wild imagery, to say the least. Okay, goodbye. You're still here, eh? I thought you'd fall for sure. Goodbye. So I recognize we don't have to kill all these dudes, but you know, there's some items. I want to be thorough. You know how it goes. What is our trinkets at anyway? I don't think they really matter. Okay, we're doing all right. I recognize the HP over time trinket's not the most useful, but at the same time, we tend to go quite a long time in between sitting at bonfires, so it really is probably giving us like an additional Estus over time. It appears maybe we have taken out all the fire monks outside the castle perimeter. You don't use that word too often, perimeter. Unless, of course, you're still in grade school. I was gonna say, is there anything even over here? Visions of ruins. Oh, you really just did that to me, eh? You kicked me off my horse. At least there's a place you can fall down to if you miss, but I'm not sure how you'd get out if you do fall down there, so. Hello, dog. Whoa. Whoa! Yo, excuse me, you don't respect my torch? Oh my gosh. That was a bad fight. What about you, dog? Are you gonna respect the torch? Okay, we gotta put the torch away. It seems like these dogs up here, maybe just in this castle, but they don't respect my fire because they are used to these fire monks being their masters or something. Oh. That's weird that you have a name. What did this message say? Ladder ahead and then try right. Okay. If you insist. Oh, it's a rat right there. I just stole that fire blossom from under that rat's nose. I wonder if the rats respect the fire. Got some more fire guardians up here. These are even more similar to those blasphemous enemies that I was referring to earlier. I thought that person saw me and then they turned around, but I guess they did not. They must have just heard something. Then they were like, must have been the wind. Smithing 7 is always good. Until it's not. This fort is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Doesn't appear that there's anything over there. Hello, do you respect my fire? I'm gonna say that's a yes. I'm gonna say that's a no. Am I using the right torch? What's going on here? I feel like I'm missing something here. Like, surely there's a chest or something in this fort. Maybe I'm just assuming too much. Ah. This is where we're looking for. Just double checking. Bit of a weird jump here. This is our precious item that we're looking for. Oh, look at that. That's a cool visual there. Actually, that looks like it could just be a giant. I wonder if that actually is how big the giants got. That would make sense. I'm worried that these dogs are not going to respect the fire. Be wary of shield and then dog ahead. Chief Guardian Arganthy. I feel like we've seen that name before, because I remember making fun of the idea of someone being named Arganthy. It's like their name was Anthony, but then they're arguing instead. Arg! I need you to stop what you're doing. I don't appreciate it. That just happened. Ugh. I got complacent. I deserve to die there. It's okay. I'm gonna drink some tea. That kind of sucked. I imagine that's where we're going. That, yeah, that's a giant cauldron over there. That's definitely where Alexander's going to. If I were Alexander, I would also seek out the giant cauldron. Alright, let's see how many nerds we aggro along this path. I don't like when I clear out a whole area and then die. It feels bad. I mean, I have no one to blame but myself there, for sure, but... I'm allowed to complain about it a little. I like that we had the same idea. Alright, we'll try this again, shall we? Let's even use some spells. You know you've upset me when I pull out all of the stops. Let's ignore the dogs. I'll probably regret that. Okay, let's not get combusted to death like last time. Oh, hello. Okay. That went a little better. We got a new shield, the one-eyed shield. It's a great shield. Tricksome shield made from white stone depicting a malformed one-eyed god. The barrel of a firearm pokes through the open mouth. Once worshipped by the giants, this evil deity is believed to have been slain by Queen Merc. That's cool. I wonder if we can maybe find evidence of its corpse somewhere around. Okay, this is just leading back outside. This would be our precious item up here. I'm assuming it's just like a trinket. We're about to find out. Man, giving players the ability to use the word fingers in these sentences was a mistake. Giant's Prayer Book. Prayer book that contains the secrets of the fire giants kept hidden by the prelates who monitor the giant's flame. And it's got giant's flame take thee and flame fall upon them. As 2 fire spells. Seems pretty good. I doubt we can use them with our stats, but maybe something to keep in mind. I just jumped on that corpse. That item, this smoldering butterfly, only exists so players could see that there's a corpse on the edge and know that there's more of this tower to explore. Doesn't seem like there's an easy way to fall down, so here we go. I like how I wasn't considered in battle that whole time, so I was just spamming R1 without losing stamina. We don't need to take out all these dudes, but I figured this guy might be a good one to take out. I don't know if we have this item. No, we've not. But the Monk's Flame Mace. Battle hammer made to resemble flickering flames. Signature weapon of the fire monks who hail from the mountaintops of the giants. The unique strong attack rouses fiery combative spirit. Actually, we should read that then. It seems to be a unique skill. Oh, never mind. It's got a kick. That's funny. All right. So I think that means we're done over here. Instead of walk across the bridge, let's just teleport. I feel like we're making some pretty good progress. Some proggies. Get rid of all of our markers here to indicate that we've explored all this. It looks like there's only one more map piece left, and it is right here, so that's interesting. I don't know how we're getting over there. Maybe through this tunnel or something? I don't know. I legitimately do not know how we're getting over there, but I have to assume it's involving a cave. Alright. Now we have found ourselves at the giants. Seems that they've lost their limbs, or their arms, I should say. Looks like there's a troll ahead. I wonder if the trolls are descendants of giants, or what's going on there. Also wonder if they're... if the lore of Dark Souls 2, which of course probably has nothing to do with this, but the lore of Dark Souls 2, giants when they die would turn into trees. Or rather, giants were trees in themselves, but... so I wonder if that has anything to do with this. It seems like this giant's limb has fallen apart. Or fallen off. And I can't tell if these thorns are... I mean, it does look like it's growing out from inside the limb. So I wonder if Miyazaki's doing a bit of a callback with that idea. Oh man, this guy's like an abominable troll over here. Abominable Yeti. Abominable snowman, even. I'm sorry that has to go down this way, but I've been fighting trolls for 200 hours, so... you ain't special to me. This troll does have the same belly situation as the other trolls, where there's like a gravestone inside the belly. And the gravestone is entwined with thorns. Trying to determine what I'm looking at here. So maybe the trolls aren't like actual descendants of the giants. Maybe they were like corrupted creations of the giants instead. Oh, I was gonna say, did I miss? And I definitely did. When they stop, drop, and roll so hard that you miss. A somber 7's not bad. Let's go up here. Along this giant's arm. Got more hands creeping about. I already know what this message is. Okay. Obviously it was going to be a reference to something lewd, but that was a new one. I'm assuming that sound was just this thing falling. Oh, I didn't realize the fire actually does damage over time to these things while they're rolling around. That's interesting. Also, it's sort of interesting that they're up here in the first place. Normally, these are found near institutions of magic, let's say, like the Carrion Manor, among other things, I suppose. So that's where we came from. Is it? No, it's not actually. That leads down. Okay. This is a French folk hero grave. So theoretically, this might be the path I'm looking for to get down. Let's see if we can find another site of grace up here before we go down there, if we do. Man, they really are just dropping somber 7s everywhere. I'm content with fighting these hands as long as we can get a sneak up on them. Get a first attack. Nice little tumbleweed just falling down the mountain. I wonder if these if any giants are left alive. I have to assume they're not. Like Queen Merc came up here, exterminated the giants, and then left some fire monks in charge of guarding it to ensure that no one would easily take the fire and bring it to the Erdtree. Okay. I do notice there's a... Well, I noticed there's a battle up ahead, but I noticed there was one of those Kalid birds over here. I don't really want to fight them, but... Oh, there's a lot of those Kalid birds. Really? How did you miss? Man, even the small hands are dropping somber 7s. Okay. Torrent's getting hurt. Man, there's a lot of hands here. Seems like that giant's having a bad time. I mean, I would be too if I was fighting two of those at once. Quite honestly, I don't really want to fight them. That is a giant hand. Like an even bigger hand than normal. And it doesn't care about my fire attack, which is concerning. It seems like it doesn't even know how to react in itself. I don't want to jump down there. But we do what we must. I was standing on top of the hand. I gave it a little Goomba stomp. There's a church up ahead. That's probably where a site of grace would be. How y'all doing? You are just infinitely fighting and not damaging each other very much, eh? I was hoping... Oh, we're being invaded. I thought I already took you out. I suppose there was just a clone of you inside the... inside the cave there. You can drop your hat? They did. The Rivers of Blood and Okina Mask. Let's go to the church before we read up on those. Well done, Wolf. Standard or blood loss? It's kind of funny, the idea of like, are you playing the game normally or are you cheesing with blood? I know a lot of people seem to think that blood loss is a cheesy tactic. I don't want to sit down necessarily, just because we've cleared our way up here and I kind of want to go back down. A wooden mask that depicts an old man baring his teeth. The source of the sobriquet of the great swordsman of the land of reeds. I don't know what sobriquet means. It's clearly a French word. Raises dexterity as it lowers focus. The more he sharpened his mind, the more the absurdities of the world came into stark relief, and so Okina renounced it all and rose to a higher plane. There was only himself, his katana, and its mastery. Before long, Okina became a demon of a swordsman. Alright, a pretty typical story there for a demon blade. This only has 30 blood loss. Weapon of Okina, swordsman of the land of reeds, cursed weapon that has felled countless men. When Moog, the Lord of Blood, first felt Okina's sword and madness upon his flesh, he had a proposal to offer Okina the life of a demon whose thirst would never go unsated. And he got a unique skill, the Corpse Piler. Forms a blade of cursed blood for repeated interweaving successive attacks. Follow up with additional input for further attacks. Interesting. I suppose that's probably why it has a low blood buildup number on it, because if the blood buildup was a lot and then they did like an attack that did like a huge combo, it would probably bleed people immediately. I feel like these giants are getting bigger as we climb up the mountain. I don't know if that's actually the case. Let's check it up here, I suppose. Ash of War, Troll's Roar. Did I say Ash of Roar? Like that's a giant right there. And it seems like they're all like impaled by trees, but I don't know if that's actually the case. It just kind of looks like it. We're pretty much in the skybox now. We're so high up. Troll's Roar. Look into the distance, let out an intense roar, generating a powerful shockwave that blows back surrounding foes. Follow up with a strong attack. Interesting, I suppose. Man, there's even more of those birds around. A little bit of a scaredy jump there. Alright, let's work our way back down, I guess. Towards where that Fringe Folk hero's grave is. I don't know why I keep calling it Fringe Folk. That's the very first hero grave we've encountered, that's why, I guess. It seems like one of the creatures is winning the battle over there. Yeah, like these giants up here are way bigger than the giants at the bottom of this hill. Okay, fine. I don't want to take you out anyway. Oh, there's a hand. Oh, I was one-handing that attack. I was wondering why I did so little damage. Now, we don't really have to take out all these dudes. You know me, though. Part of me still really wants to. I don't know why. I just jumped over that giant. Are there a lot of these fights going on? Because if there's a lot, then I don't think I really want to go through with them. Doesn't seem like there's too many, but there are more of these birds just kind of watching. It seems like we snuck up the mountain without having to fight any of these birds. That's bad. Thankfully, apparently the bird is deaf. It's good that we can seemingly get a stagger on the bird with one jump attack. That's what you like to see. Let's see if we can just take out one of the birds. Okay, so it's not so bad to take out the birds. I think I want to take out the bird first because the bird is way more difficult to deal with than the giants. I really just want to get up to where this bird is, and I couldn't. What? I forgot. If you don't stagger it during that animation, it just goes for a grab, apparently. One of those situations where it just doesn't read like you think it would. Arteria leaf seems a bit weird to get from one of the giants, but... Did one of you win the fight up here? It looked like... They did. I like how he was just looking at me like, are we doing this? What the heck? He just did like a roll attack? I have to assume there's nothing inside the eye cavity there, but maybe there is. At the very least, I'm gonna mark this because we're not going this way. I mean, if those skulls are giant skulls, then what the heck are we looking at here? Making our way back town. Back down? I'm back town? Making my way downtown. Yeah, I think we aggro 2 here. This isn't good. That feels bad. Oh my gosh. Dude. I mean, as long as the one's being body blocked by the other, then we're okay, but... Of course, man. Oh, I hate that attack. That is actually annoying. You really go for a half stagger animation into a grab? Like, get out of here. Please. Not like this. God. You know, I heard a lot of people talk about this game over the years, and everyone was always like, man, Caelid sucks. And you know what it is? I don't think Caelid sucks. I think those birds suck. Like, yeah, Caelid is an awful rotting swamp with big dogs that are annoying, but I think more importantly, it's the big birds that are annoying. Alright, we're trying to make our way down there. I don't really want to take out this dog. I still don't understand why the dogs and birds are up here, for the record. Kinda got lucky with that second swing. Although, now that I think about it a bit more, where do we encounter these giant birds and giant dogs? In Caelid and in here. And what else do we encounter? Both in Caelid and in this mountain are these giant skulls. So perhaps Caelid used to be part of the giant civilization. I was trying to see if it maybe matches up over here, but I don't think there's any like giant skulls on the eastern edge of the DLC map. I'm still not entirely convinced that the DLC map fits nicely in the center of the main map, but it would be nice. I'm not even sure. I was gonna say it would be nice from a lore perspective, but I'm not even sure that's true. The only thing that makes it plausible is the fact that there's that suppressing tower. In the middle of the DLC map. Okay, we've already climbed up this dude's arm, because I brought attention to it last time we did. Alright, this is where we want to go. Took a while to figure out our way over here, but here we are. This is definitely like off the beaten path, so at this point we're definitely going to an optional area. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out the wording of that, but Listen, sometimes doing a let's play is hard, okay? Emphasis on sometimes. Oh, we got a battle memorial here. The war against the giants. Champions battle. Trolls betray. Fire vanquished. The era of the Erdtree begins. Okay. So this is one of the last battles that they had before the Golden Order and the era of the Erdtree started. And it makes sense. It kind of goes with my idea earlier where America did not want a nation of fire-wielding giants to gaze upon her Erdtree because they might go to war and burn it. Dude, I was gonna let you live. But you just had to roar. Okay, big miss. They really do got a rollout attack. That's interesting. This is a bit of a clumsy fight, to say the least. Oh my gosh, I keep threading the needle between his legs. Okay, I didn't expect him to have that much range. I guess it makes sense though. Whack his butt. I like the design of these dudes. I'm noticing I'm peaking a little, and I don't know if it's just because I'm getting excited. I'm a little too close to the mic. Apologies for yelling in your ear, perhaps. I don't really want to fight more hands. Okay, I was gonna say, if I missed that last attack, I would have been furious at the hitboxes. Might as well drink up. Okay. Not happy to see a Somber 7 at the end of that little, battle. This hand is guarding something. I saw the fingers peeking out. I'm also concerned about that other big hand over there. Let's see if we can sneak up behind. You didn't want to roll out? Man, we got so many Somber 7s here. And another one. Nope. Drawstring Holy Grease? Really? That's bad. Okay, it dodged us just as we somehow dodged it. Okay. I really hate when the fingers don't acknowledge my fire. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's kind of funny. We can't even get this item. As much as I want to test out if we can jump this. Oh, we definitely could just jump that normally. Right, so we're kind of at the start of this area. Except obviously way high up. It appears there's a mausoleum in the distance. What else can we see from over here? Not a whole lot. But there's clearly a whole nother zone over there. Here again. Another hero's grave, I have to imagine. We didn't touch the grace there. That's kind of annoying, but we're not going back now. At least we found a route that we can just kind of ride through. Ooh, boy, I almost ran off the edge there. Alright, I'm not happy to see another hero's grave. Usually these areas are tough to deal with. Giant conquering hero's grave. I guess we can sit. Upgrade our sacred tier. Yeah, we didn't sit down, or we didn't touch the grace because I thought I didn't want to sit down. And I forgot those are sort of mutually exclusive. Man, we have so many keys. I don't think we're ever going to use them all. Got a bit of a study room here. What were you holding? Flame Protect Me. That's a new spell, obviously. Greatly increases fire damage negation. The most ancient of the Fire Monk's incantations creates a fire that within that greatly increases fire damage negation. It is said that this incantation was used during the war against the giants long ago, during which it protected the champions of the Erdtree. I wonder if there's going to be more lava down here. I didn't even think about the fact that there could be more enemies over here. Thank you for the message. Oh, we have shadow imps. Okay. Bit of a weird dead end, but I suppose there's a... You can jump down from this way if you really want to. I don't really want to, so let's continue this path instead. And approach it from over here. This is gonna be annoying. All right. At least we get free attacks on it. That sucked. I take issue with that. I jumped over the attack and then it hit me after. What's down here? Neat. We have a troll here. who seems to be carved out of stone. I wonder if the trolls were carved out of stone, and then they're granted life through the gravestone in their bellies. That could just be a statue, of course. Sorry, I'm trying to fight a yawn in the middle of that sentence. Don't really feel like dodging the fire. I'm assuming there's gonna be more shadow imps up ahead. I was wrong. I think this man was scripted to attack immediately, and then once he didn't see us, he just kind of stood there. That's really funny. Oh. Weird. Huh. I don't quite know what's going on with that. Clearly, there's a hole in the ceiling. I don't know how we'd get up there. What is this place called? Like, Giant Conquering Hero's Grave. I wonder if those troll statues are the graves of the trolls. Once they have earned their service. I can't even shoot down there. I know for a fact we're gonna go in this room and there's gonna be like 3 shadow imps. In fact, I see one already, so to me that means we do that and then we go, go, go. I almost got comboed to death. Because I realized once we threw this pit open that this golden emblem disappeared. I did call it. I did say there would be 3 imps in here. Cranial vessel candle stand. That's a weapon. Does fire damage. Candle stand used in worship of Birak, the most hallowed monk prelate of the Giant's Flame. Concerned over the lazy arrogance with which the monks treated the flame, Birak severed his own head as a lesson to the others, intending it to be used as a candle stand. His faith yet smolders from within the cranial vessel. Unique skill surge of faith set the flames of Birak's faith ablaze in the cranial vessel, then raise it aloft to rain down fireballs in all directions. Repeated inputs will continue to raise the armament aloft. Continuing the attack. Got an elevator. If it goes, I mean, it has to go down, right? There is a chance that this might lead us to the other area that we've not been to yet. The last zone of the map. I'm not sure I like what I'm seeing over here. I'm assuming this is going to be where a golden emblem is to dispel the shadow magic. What? What? You want to give me a boost? I don't know how to get over here. Try right and then behold jumping. Oh, there's a lever right here. A little concerned about the shadow troll. Like, clearly we're not going to be able to do anything over here with this shadow troll. Oh, I didn't expect him to be right there. I thought he'd be a few steps away. Well, I didn't really want to fall all the way down. This guy is just Smo from the famous Ornstein and Smo fight of Dark Souls 1. Man, I keep trying to trade with that. Oh, this is like a fully formed flower. A great grave glovewort. What did you drop? The fire prelate helm. I've seen Dan Giesling wear this. Helm engraved with the sacred countenance and housing a cauldron. Attire the fire prelates, commanders of the fire monks. It is said the cauldron perched atop the head was originally furnished with embers and would surge into flames when the wearer's faith reached zenith. The fire of this cauldron has since died out, however, and they got like a third eye. Giant seal. Is that for fire magic, I guess? Sacred seal depicting the one-eyed god of the fire giants, adorned with braids of red hair. Sacred seal wielded by the fire monks and prelates. This catalyst enhances giant flame incantations. I'm not gonna jump attack. If someone's suggesting that if you jump attack you die, I am not messing with that. That is bad juju. Ah. It seems like people are leaving messages indicating that you could get here from another way. That's not good. I really don't want to fight more of these watchdogs. I disagree that that's a precious item, but to each their own. Hello. Follow me. Come on, you can do it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That was upsetting. Very, very poor fight. Getting a little impatient. I need to drink more of this tea. I'll do so right now. This is a long ladder. And I made it even longer by not holding the circle button as I initially climbed. Got a bit of a headache coming back again. It's been rather constant lately. I think it's just because I'm not sleeping well. Well, we're back here and we've accomplished literally nothing. I still don't understand what that message below was trying to teach us. So we're looking for a lever to open up that door behind the shadow giant. Hopefully we didn't just miss it. Oh, what if we hit this? It seems like this would go up. There was that other place we could fall. So I guess we're going over there. Thankfully this ladder is not that long. So we're back where the fire monk prelate was. Oh my god, that just led down here. I genuinely don't know what to do. It's always catacombs that confuse me, and I recognize this isn't really a catacomb, but it's close enough, okay? Hopefully we can solve this mystery soon. Is it just up here somewhere? No. Ah. I do see a precious item up there. What does that mean, though? What does all mean? Because this is just the elevator. And we can't even see that precious item. starting to get lost myself. I highly doubt there's anything back here. It doesn't seem like there would be anything. Actually, I have an idea, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. What if we send this elevator up? Ah, look at that. Now that's thinking. Okay, so we've solved one little mystery, I guess. Let's bring the giant over here. I can't tell if that's an idle animation or it actually is acknowledging us. I'm gonna assume it's just an idle animation. Oh, he run. It's weird that there was like a gate here. Like the gate doesn't need to exist if the lever is just gonna be right there. You know what I mean? Ow! Rude. He doesn't want to go into the light. Alright, one more step. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. We did not get the crit, but I guess we got 3 hits in there instead. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect having to kill the giant being the criteria. I still have no idea how we're supposed to get this item. Is there even an item up there now? I'm confused, man. At least we've seemingly solved this catacomb. I was just seeing where we were on the real map. We're gonna do one more lap here because there was that elevator. That I think we triggered. Yeah. And it was nothing. I guess it was just there to unveil the idea that you could move that lantern, that light turn. Wondering to myself, do I take a nap after this video? I feel like I might. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping well lately. A lot of real talk, a lot of weird, intense streams, and it's literally waking me up at night. That's not an item. That's just a seam in the world. That's so funny. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Liar ahead, no precious item. Thank you. Alright. So all the mysteries have been solved in this hero's grave. Let's go see what kind of boss we're dealing with. We are low on Estus, which is a little scary. At least we have a checkpoint here. So I have to assume that because this is called the Giant Conquering Hero's Grave, and it said the trolls betrayed the giants, that these trolls are the bodies of the trolls who won versus the giants, and now that they were no longer needed, they were buried within the catacombs, their hearts removed, their hearts being the gravestones, which I'm sort of leaning towards the idea that these trolls were artificial life forms. They were created perhaps by the giants initially. Try fire. Well, thankfully we already are. Let's buff ourselves up. We can't use our aromatic. That's fine. So many buffs is going off the screen. Ancient Hero of Zamor. After what we just went through, I am totally content with taking out that nerd in one attempt. Zamor armor, as well as a sword. Zamor curved sword, weapon wielded by the Knights of Zamor, who earned a great renown during the war against the giants. In apparent devotion to winter, the curved blade is styled after icy wind and imbued with a powerful frost effect, and it has unique skill. Zamor Ice Storm. Plunge the curved sword into the ground, building power before unleashing a freezing storm that batters the surroundings. And we got the Zamor mask here, worn by Knights of Zamor, hailed as heroes in the war against the giants. These long-lived warriors, clad in biting, freezing winds, are said to have been the mortal enemies of the fire giants since time immemorial. So these Zamor Knights were like a nation or a race of people who were mortal enemies of the fire giants, and they probably, once America declared her war on the fire giants, Zamor joined them to finally take them out. Unfortunately, this is a dead end, which is kind of expected. It seems like only the DLC has dungeons that lead to other locations. Well, there's a few caves in the base game that lead to other areas, but the dungeons themselves tend to be dead ends. Okay, well, I think we're doing pretty good here. I still have no idea how we're supposed to get down here, but that's okay. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to teleport up here and then ride to the Church of Repose. And then maybe we'll do a bit more exploration before I call this a video. Perhaps we can reach whatever that cauldron is that contains the giant's fire. And it would make sense that these fire giants were longtime rivals of the Zamor nation if Zamor embraced the idea of frost magic in winter, whereas the fire giants were embracing the flame. The giant hand is to our left. Don't really want to fight that again. There it is. As long as this bird is distracted, we can just sneak on by. Oh, there's 3 birds up there. That's kind of scary. Touch some grace, drink some tea. I think that was a very loud swallow on my part. Oh, there's like 4 birds up there. What the heck? It don't really want to go up there and fight birds, but here we are. I thought for sure it was going to do the fake stagger into grab on me there. Oh, there is an item in here, and it is gold. There's gold in them there teeth. Ancient dragon smithing stone. Beautiful. I knew there would be more ancient smithing stones. Can't get me. You can't get me. I appear to have aggroed every single bird. Get me out. Oh no. Okay, that's one. These birds are kind of struggling. I ain't trusting that. Rude. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what happened there. It just like dragged me out. Oh, I was hoping that was the one that was gonna die. This was an awful fight, but I mean, I guess we used our environment to our advantage there. I noticed this. What is this? Oh, it's a scarab. Of course. Just getting a bit of a look. So we want to cross over here. So we have to assume we want to go over here-ish first. I'm hoping there's not too many more enemies up here, considering I just fought 3 dang birds. Doesn't look like we want to go down this way. There is the ginormous hand, and not the one right next to us. Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay, they put a torch here to make sure you can find your way over there. Oh, there's a site of grace right here. Looks like we might have to fight that giant hand again. I'm pretty sure the scarab was up here. Giant butthole. Thank you everybody. A somber 8. Yeah, let's not fight that hand if we don't have to. A bit of a weird spot for a site of grace, but I guess it's centralized, so. It's kind of funny that I was just around the corner here too, and I didn't quite realize. Okay, so it does want us to go this way, of course. I like the sound of the footsteps on the snow. Video is getting a little long, but you know what? It is getting a little long. I think we might just call it here. This seems like a good a spot as any to declare this an end of an episode. I left a marker down so we know to explore up there, and of course we have to explore across these chains. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this mess of a mountain meandering. I'll thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, folks.